Malik Curry is a really dynamic point guard. He's probably as aggressive a player with the ball that we have faced to this point in the league. And I thought he was in control of the tempo. We had a hard time guarding them off the bounce. Their recipe for success is to live off the offensive glass. They did that. They were hurting us with some second chance points, and then our offensive inefficiencies were glaring with our inability to knock down perimeter shots. Second half, thankfully, we were able to attack early, most especially Taven Lovin and Tyreek Scott Grayson. Both of those guys were just incredible with their offensive performance as well as their floor game. So Taven was able to get downhill. We were able to draw some fouls. We were able to finish some plays, which allowed us to set up in our pressure. And that obviously was the difference in the game. We turned them over 20 times. We're plus 15 points off turnovers. We got to the free throw line. We were able to manufacture some points. And defensively, we got just enough stops, again, because I think we disrupted them with that full court pressure.
You just look at the numbers. Defensively, y'all did a really good job there in the second half. And y'all are still to do a good job at times in the first half. But it seems to be a lot of, as we've seen, you start off kind of in a press, man, drop back into the zone. Just how can you adjust that, through these games, with facing all these different teams?
Well, a lot of it, believe it or not, Evan, is we have about 4 or 5 different looks. And we'll try them all. Like tonight, I didn't think our 2-3 zone was very effective. So we didn't do it very much in the second half, even though my staff was like, hey, at the end, because we knew we didn't want to foul. We're in the double bonus. They're going to attack us. It's an 8-9 point game. But I didn't think our awareness, your awareness has to really be on point in the zone. And I didn't think our awareness was very good in the first half. Really, Quan's activity level, Tyreek's, I thought we did a good job of matching up and not allowing them to advance the ball easily in the full court. Threw it out of bounds a couple times, threw it to us. We were able to get in the open floor and change the complete rhythm of the game.
Taven or Tyreek could both be an MVP of this game. They were both really efficient from the field. But just how big was that steal and layup by Tyreek?
I thought it was huge because momentum was still in the balance a bit. I thought we had a couple of opportunities. I mean, we go 2 for 15 from 3. From our point guard, we're 4 for 19 from the 3, and yet we still win the game. It's amazing. But it's not the first time we've been able to do that. So we've got to be really good in our other areas. We've got to be good with points in the paint, and tonight we were plus 6. We've got to be good, as I said, points off turnovers. We've got to get to the free throw line. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to continue to limit our turnovers. We only have 9, and they have 20. Again, to create extra possessions to allow us to overcome a 2 for 15 night from 3, which is unfortunately for us more commonplace than I'd like to admit.
Free throw shooting, it seems to improve some. I mean, still only 77%, but much better than this past weekend.
You want better than 77%? That's pretty good, Evan. For a team, it's pretty good.
For team, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we had the right guy shooting them. When Tyreek can get there 11 times, I thought Taven struggled a little bit in mid-60s, which is completely beneath his standard. He ought to be a 75% free throw shooter, and tonight he showed just 7 for 8, made some big ones for us. And again, proud of our team's effort. We needed that. It'd been a minute, we were obviously disappointed after last weekend. And, 2 or 3 days this week, we don't know what's happening with our schedule based on the weather. It took us for a minute to wake up, but I thought our energy was outstanding the last 12, 14 minutes of that game.
Kind of off the wall question. I've seen Simeon play a little bit here these past few games. It's something I just really noticed. He's really, as far as on the floor, he's being active. Like today, he set up a really good screen for a score for you guys. How has he been coming along, just being able to reactivate himself as well as what he's been able to do on that floor? Because it's not just about scoring.
Of course, it's definitely not about scoring with him. For him, it's about just giving us a presence. Because when Trey is not in the game, we look so small to me. Jalen, Mike, Tyreek is not the most girthy guy in the world. Kasim is not over large for a 4-man, and he played some 5-4 tonight. So when Trey is out of the game, we need some presence. And I think based on, the reason we recruited him, based on what we've seen in practice, Simeon, we think, can help us in those moments by guarding his position, rebounding his area, and giving us a presence at the basket. That's his role, and I think that he's helping us in that role.
How's it feel to get a W after last week's?
The schedule is so bizarre where you're having to wait 5 days, and now all of a sudden we're going to turn right back and do it in a few hours. So it's very, very bizarre. So especially when you're disappointed in your performance, 5 days is a long way to wait to have the opportunity to play again. I could tell the energy in the room after the win was good. We needed it. There was a little bit of an exhale. Hopefully we can take care of our bodies, come back tomorrow, and give another good effort. Thank you.